at the World Championships in the team event.
So the silver goes to Erica Jones, Busquiano gets the gold, and Albina Loganova will accept the bronze medal. All right, moving on to the men's compound bronze medal match here in Paris at the 2013 Archery World Cup Final. Carl Larkey along with Rio Wild as Dominique Genet comes back out to the shooting line. Dominique Genet, 44 years old, ranked 7th in the world. Started the day by defeating my partner, Rio Wild. By the way, I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate it, pal. I know you'd rather be out there.
I would much rather be out there, but it happens.
And listen to that roar from the crowd here in Paris. Dominique Genet, who will medal for the first time all season long. He picked his spot well. Had not picked up an individual medal here in 2013.
Well, he could end up with a 4th place, so he could be just out of the medals again.
True. He's got his hands full with Sergio Pagni.
Yeah.
Sergio Pagni, the only athlete to repeat as a World Cup Final champion, 2009, 2010 in Copenhagen and in Edinburgh. He was hoping this would be his 3rd title in 5 years. That will not be the case. That will not be the story for Sergio, but he can go home with a bronze.
Yeah, and that's a tall order for anybody. Anybody. As tough as competition is nowadays, to win 3 out of 5 is...
You know, you talk to Sergio, and if you're around him at all, and you're around him much more than I am, but the little that I've been exposed to him, he just has a good mindset.
Oh, he's really mellow, nice, super nice guy. In fact, I actually met his father today. He come up and he shook my hand, and he goes, "Hey, I'm Sergio's dad." And I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. You know, it's good to get to meet people that are families of you know, guys that I shoot and I spend a lot of time with." So
it's nothing personal.
No,
just business.
Yeah. You know what I learned a long time ago? You can't let emotions of how you feel about a person affect how you shoot. And both these two, this should be a good match because it's a bronze medal match. They're going to throw some good scores because they're both, you know, they wanted the gold, but now they're in the bronze, and it's a little less pressure in the bronze than it is in the gold. So.
And for Dominique Genet shooting here in Paris, in his home country, in Paris, what this would mean to him to win a bronze medal. Yeah, not that it wouldn't be important to Sergio. Obviously, it is.
Yes, it would. It's anybody winning a medal here is nice, and so to do it in your home country, though, it just adds a lot. You know, and even Sergio, his dad's here. You know, so it's a little different here in Europe because people who live in the countries close can get here. You know.
Yes, I do know that, yes. Some of our crew will be driving home after we're done here this weekend. It's a 5-hour drive home. You and I will be on an 11, 12-hour flight to Salt Lake City, and you even further up to Pocatello. So.
Yeah, well, my wife's going to meet me in Salt Lake City. We're going to a barbecue after, so it'll be a long flight and then a good time with my family. I miss my girls, so.
So Logan's actually going to do a little cooking for you?
No, it's her family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're all tied 30-all here in this bronze medal match. Dominique Genet, his 3rd appearance of the day. And facing Sergio Pagni.
L'Italien décochera la première flèche de cette 2e volée, signe numéro 1.
The southpaw, the left-hander, Sergio Pagni, starts off with a 9. So the first shot not in the 10 ring here in this match.
Yeah, and we'll see if Dominic can follow it up.
Talk a little bit about the release that these guys are using.
Each one's using a little different. Sergio actually lets one that as you press it in and as you let it off, it goes off. It's kind of a...
Almost a trigger?
No, it's not a trigger because it's opposite. A trigger you'd squeeze off. His is something that you release pressure. Yes.
Okay.
Where Dominic's is a trigger. It's more of a tension. You put more pressure on it and it'll go off.
And you shoot with?
That's what they call a back tension. It's kind of a hook that as it rolls as you pull, it goes off. So a lot of different aspects of what works for different people.
That worked.
Yeah. Like I said, I think this is going to be a great match. They'll both shoot really solid, and usually you'll see it's actually kind of funny. The scores in the bronze medal match are usually a little higher than they are in the gold medal match.
So the crowd solidly behind Dominique Genet, as you would expect here in Paris. 59 out of a possible score of 60 for Sergio Pagni. So brilliant shooting.
Yeah.
And Sergio's been brilliant all day long.
Yeah. 59-59.
Genet, of course, losing to Damsbo in the semifinal match.
Which Martin has shot solid scores all day. You know, I mean, it's 147. They missed that last one, but like we talked about, you can kind of throw that out the window. You know, Braden shot his 148 and his 146, I believe.
Braden shot 146 and defeated Sergio by 2 points, 146 to 144.
So it should be a good final.
Oh, it'll be great. Braden and Martin Damsbo. And it'll be their third time around this summer.
Yeah.
They know each other very well, as do Sergio Pagni and Dominique Genet.
I think that one's just going to be out. But you can feel the wind pick up a little.
It's
Ooh,
probably blowing as strong as it has all day.
And an 8 opens the door pretty good for Sergio.
Pagni up by at least 1, if not 2.
Allez, allez, Dom.
Going for the jugular.
Yeah. And it can be a huge swing if that first one's a 10. Ooh, same spot, similar shots. You see that happen sometimes when somebody makes a shot that their body repeats it.
I was going to ask you what accounts for that, especially when it's in the same area.
Yeah, you'll do a lot of times like maybe your, what I call your bow arm helps you fire it, which will make it go a little low left. And so a lot of times once it does it one time, the body thinks, hey, that worked okay, let's do it again. Because it don't know where it landed, it just know it went off.
A little bit better, but a very disappointing end right there.
And really opens a gap for Sergio.
Les deux premières étaient un peu plus fermées sur la longueur. Par contre, la dernière est bien.
So after starting off even in the first 6 arrows, Sergio Pagni now has a score of 88. And this partisan crowd trying to rally Dominique Genet, who now has a score of 85 and has an uphill climb ahead of him, trailing by 3 with just 6 arrows to go, trying to get the bronze medal. Now France has medal today in the mixed team.
Yeah.
In a bit of an upset, as Pascal Lebec and Pierre-Julien Deloche teamed up to defeat Marcello Tonioli and Sergio Pagni, which was, I think, in everybody's mind, an upset. Sergio and Marcello had been so dominant this summer in the mixed teams.
Yeah, they're the #1 ranked mixed team in the world, so it's... I know when we beat them in Colombia for the World Games medal, it was Erica informed me that me and her are the only 2 head-to-head that had beat the Italians in the mixed team. And so...
You spent a lot of time in Colombia this summer, didn't you?
I did. I was there.
All right, so Dominique comes back with a bullseye.
They did a great job with the World Cup down in Medellin for the first time. It was ran really well. Could have cut back on the wind a little bit, but...
But other than that, the organizing committee,
Yeah.
the city itself, just a beautiful, beautiful city. Great hospitality. But yes, it was a wind tunnel.
But you walk into this now, and Sergio's got a 4-point lead. It's... and with another 9, Dominique's opening the door even more.
Allez, Dom.
So Pagni's starting to pull away. Opened up some daylight in the third end. increasing that lead now here in the fourth as the clock ticks down. And Dominique Genet
Comes back strong.
with the 10.
But Sergio can keep this a 5-point lead with 3 arrows left. That's a pretty healthy.
But considering it's Sergio Pagni, I think the chances are pretty good. It's going to be pretty tough for Dominique Genet to get back into this thing.
Yeah, 5 points with 3 arrows left.
And you can see it written all over his face right there. He knows his situation.
Yeah. It's not a happy scenario for you. It's, you know, that's a part that I'm pretty happy with. Most of the people around here, the guys that you shoot, win, lose, or draw, they're not, you know, there are some that are sour losers, but for the most part, archery has a pretty good bunch.
"12 arrows shot, a score of 119 for Sergio Pagni. Sergio did not have a lot of success individually this summer. Was 8th in Shanghai, 33rd in Antalya, 9th in Medellin. Did pick up a silver medal in Wrocław. But he got today started with a win over Pierre-Julien Deloche in the quarterfinals, 149 to 146. Then lost to Braden Gelantine in the semifinals, and is trying to come up with a second win of the day here against Dominique Genet,
Which looks pretty good right now, his odds. I like his odds.
Here in Paris.
Genet with a 9.
Just even opens it more and lets Sergio relax and shoot 3 good arrows. And or
Sergio
relax
with
and
a
go,
9.
I just want him in the target and let's get this done and over with. 2 trains of thoughts there.
Sergio was so relaxed coming here to Paris. He and his wife going out the other night just to take pictures and stroll around the town and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, it's really, really nice sometimes to have that aspect with you.
You can mix a little bit of business with pleasure.
Yeah.
Right now, Sergio's all business, another 9. But he can afford to be shooting 9s right now.
Yeah, he's still keeping his 5-point lead. It's not, like I said, a lot of times you like get him in the paper and let's score him and let's get the card signed and call it.
So Dominique finishes with his head held high, a bullseye to finish out this match. He will finish 4th, which is an improvement over last year in Tokyo when he came in 7th. Sergio Pagni, though, comes away with the bronze medal for Italy. Sergio Pagni, great sportsman, both great sportsmen. The Italian, the Frenchman, exchanging handshakes. And the man who recommends that you visit Tuscany as soon as you can and as often as you can. I said, I would love to. I will come and visit as soon as I have the time and the money.
Yeah.
I would love to see Tuscany. Lives outside of Florence. Beautiful part of the world. And the merry-go-ride.
It's good, and it's good for him to come away with the bronze medal with his dad here. You know, that's always a plus.
The merry-go-round ride, as I was going to say, is over now for Dominique Genet, as he falls by 5 points, 147 to 142. Sergio Pagni with a convincing victory in the bronze medal men's match. And so Sergio just adding to his career totals as he comes up with a nice victory here today. His only loss coming in the